Am I the a-hole for not being helpful anymore after my coworkers didn't congratulate me on my wedding? Hi all, I'll try to be concise. My husband M38 and I F32 got married in July. Since we work in the same place but in different teams, I thought the contrasting treatment is very telling. In our workplace, it's very common to gather a token amount of cash and a card. He got gifts from his team, the neighboring team, and some coworkers in private. I got one coworker who's been a rock after the Rona and was invited to our wedding. The rest of my team didn't bother. However, since I was somewhat hurt, I stopped helping out with their jobs and solely focused on mine. I'm in a project whilst the others are working in a hotline, and effectively, most of them now have to bother our SMEs instead of me. Here comes the issue. The SMEs have asked me to please start helping out again since it's been challenging for them, but I said that I don't see this as my issue anymore, especially since my team showed me they don't appreciate me. I was told that they of course did not forget me and I would get something in September. I reiterated that one card without money or in July would have been appreciation. Scrambling to pretend to care about me 3 months after the fact is kinda disgusting, and I'd rather they didn't put on a show. Now my team is being extra nice and all I want is to be left alone and not having to deal with their problems. I've been told I'm petty and should just be normal again and let them make a celebration in my honor in September, which I vehemently disagree with, to the point I actively avoid the team by switching to home office when they gather. Am I the a-hole for shunning the team after they didn't even congratulate me verbally on my wedding? Info: yes, other people get gifts for birthdays, weddings, babies, and stuff. I always pitched in or organized the celebratory part with food and drinks. A huge point of contention is that I don't gather paperwork at the office anymore, which I did since all of my team is in the home office and sensitive data can't lie about. Now, paperwork is either not being done or falls back on the SMEs. Same with 5 to 6 standard tasks no one figured out how to do. I refuse to teach them since knowledge transfer takes time and I don't want to take the time to help. Am I the a-hole? The team didn't congratulate me on my wedding, so I refuse to help them, and now office work is more difficult.
Here are the top comments, plus Opie's reply.
This is what you get for doing more than your job description asks for, and I mean that in the nicest way. Instead of appreciating what you did extra, they call you petty for just sticking to what you were hired for, which is exactly your right. I also learned to guard my boundaries at work, used to do all kinds of work for all kinds of departments. And while those colleagues would say thanks and the occasional verbal appreciation, my whole department was usually skipped during the big meetings when it came to appreciation, etc. Not the a-hole, by the way. You do what you were hired for. If they want you to do more, they should offer you a new job title and a raise.
OP replied,
Thanks, kinda how I positioned myself. I just thought going above and beyond would make work better. And it did. Before it was implied I would have to do everything with no appreciation. And yeah, I was supposed to get a raise and a title, but they didn't want to put it in writing, so I am still waiting for that.
Not the a-hole. Your team's lack of acknowledgement for your wedding is insensitive, especially considering the workplace culture and your past contributions to their celebrations.